Hello there guys, and welcome back to FIFA 13 Ultimate Team. I am TankBuster96, and today I am bringing you another squad builder. This is going to be a English gold team, but it's not what you'd expect. When I was building this squad, to be honest, I didn't expect anything good to come of it. I just thought it was going to be like something that I could use on single player if I got bored of online. But I tried it out online, and I've played 7 online games with it, and I've only lost 1. I've won 6 and lost 1. So, this team is actually pretty good, and it's incredibly cheap as well. I don't know what makes it so good. It was just kind of something that I put together in sort of like 20 minutes, half an hour. But yeah, it's actually turned out to be pretty good. So let's get underway. Right. We are doing it in a 4-4-2 formation. Alright, hang on, let me just set the search thing. So yeah, I've only lost the 1 game of it. That was the the last game I played before making this video. It was to a full, probably one of the strongest Bundesliga teams I've ever played or ever seen. And I only lost 2-1, which isn't bad. So yeah, I've gone with Ben Foster in goal. This guy is, overpowered. He is. He's made a load of great saves. Only bought him for 1,600 coins. Yeah, plays like 6 games with this team. Only lost the 1. 80 diving, 82 reflex, and 87 handling is good. It's good. I mean, one of the things that I said when I was building this team, I wasn't going to get a player 80 rated or above. I was going to stick to between 75 and 79 rated, just because it would be cheap, and I just want to see what it was like. So yeah, plays for West Brom. I mean, he's a very good keeper. I quite like him. I mean, I've conceded a few goals, but not a lot. I mean, he will stop a lot of shots, just not like the bullet shots or like the really weird finesse shots that you can get on this game. Right, next moving on to the right back. And I chose to go with the man himself, Kyle Walker, purposely because of one thing, that 91 pace. That is why I bought him. How much did I pay for him? I paid 1,100 coins for him, which is an absolute bargain. And he's brilliant. He's always running down the wings. He's always getting back. He's a great player. 91 pace, 77 defense, 78 heading, and 76 dribbling. He is a really good player. And considering I only picked him up for 1.1k, I am not complaining at all. Right, now moving on to the first centre back, I have gone with Phil Jagielka. He's a good player. I've used him in a couple of teams before. The only reason I really went for him was the 80 defense and the 82 heading. Paid 1,000 coins for him. He's kind of been sort of a ghost player. He's been there, like at the back, and he's been a solid player at the back, and he's been doing really well. He's been getting back considering he's only got 69 pace, but he's not really been doing much else. Like, he hasn't been up at corners smacking them in with his head or anything. It's just but he's a good player. It's just not like he's there all the time getting involved and stuff. Right, and the other player I chose was Chris Smalling from Manchester United. 80 defending, 74 pace, 700 coins. I'm not complaining, and he's massive. He's really tall. He's had 2 yellow cards so far. I mean, he's a good player. I got him just because he was cheap and because he's fast. He gets back all the time. If a team's caught me on the break, he's been the one charging back, and 90% of the time he has caught them and made the tackle or pressured them out for a corner or a goal kick or made the block. He was a solid defender. To be fair, he's a bit low rated, and his 22 shot is a bit of a kick in the teeth. But yeah, now moving on to the left back. I chose Kieran Richardson. I think that's his name. Man from Fulham. Yeah, Kieran Richardson. Uh, Purposely because of the 85 pace and the 78 dribbling. And to be fair, because of more the fact that he's like a second left midfielder. He's really good. He is like a midfielder. He plays like a midfielder, but he will get back, and his defending's pretty good with 75 defending. I do have Kieran Gibbs on the bench, who I haven't used yet. I just think Richardson's really been playing quite well, so I'm not really that fussed the fact that Gibbs is a higher rating or whatever. But yeah, so Richardson, another good, solid, pacey player. Right, now onto the right mid. I have chosen to use Nathan Dyer from Swansea. Yeah, this guy is unbelievable. I love him. 92 pace and 81 dribbling. They were the two factors that I took into account when buying this right mid. He is unbelievably fast. And he's really small. He scored a goal for me, just a one. I mean, he's always running down the wings and whipping in balls, which is what I wanted. And you'll see why when I get to the strikers. But yeah, fast, pacey player. Surprisingly strong, considering he's only like 5'3" or something. But yeah, solid player. And I love playing with him. He's brilliant. Right, and on to the first centre mid. I chose Tom Huddleston. I've never really used him in a game in any FIFA game, to be honest. So I didn't really know what to expect. I just thought I'd give him a go because he's an all-round good player. 74 shot, 81 passing, 72 dribbling, 74 defense, 74 heading. His pace was a kind of a bit of a stumbling block for me when I wasn't sure whether I should get him or not. But using him, he's good. He is really, he's good. He's strong. He's tall. He won't get pushed off the ball, and his passing is. He's picked out so many passes for me, key passes and key like chips over the defense and that. But yeah, hang on. How much did I pay for him? I know I didn't pay a lot for him. Only the 600 coins, which is below discard value for this guy. So I mean, to be honest, that didn't bother me because then if he was crap, I'd just discard him. Make money on him. But yeah, so he's a good player. He's a good player. I actually quite rate him. And the second one I chose was Jack Rodwell. You see, in real life, I don't rate Rodwell as a player at all. To be honest, I don't think he's that good. But on this game, he's actually pretty solid. He's always there. He's in the middle, passing it around. Sits back a bit with 74 defense. He's pretty quick with 72 pace, and his dribbling and passing is not bad. And his heading's okay. But yeah, he's sort of just an all-round good player. Cost me 700 coins, which I'm a bit annoyed about, but I think that was the cheapest one on the market at the time because I bought him in the middle of I think it was early morning. Because I built half of this team when I was up early for college. But yeah, he's a good player. He's okay. I mean, there are probably better ones. I mean, if you're going to put him in a team, then this is the sort of team you should put him in, sort of a cheap knockabout squad. But he's alright. He's been okay. Alright, now moving on to the left mid. I went with Matty Everington. I saw I had Matt Jarvis there. He's just for the bench to come on for when Everington's tired because he's got 91 pace. But Everington is a good all-round solid player. 85 pace, 80 dribbling, and 80 passing is actually really good. He's put in a lot of crosses, made a lot of assists for me. He's the same sort of reason I've got Dyer. They're both quick, they both get down the wings, and they can both put in a decent ball. Jarvis is quicker, but his passing's nowhere near as good, and to be honest, the only thing he's got better than Everington is his pace. Apart from that, he's nothing special. But yeah, I've used Everington in a team before, and I love using him. Right, moving on to the strikers. The first striker is Danny Graham. He is a beast. I've used him in so many teams. I love this guy to pieces. 79 pace, not the quickest of strikers. 71 shot, it feels more like an 80. He scored so many brilliant goals for me. He's scored 3 goals in 4 games. He's only played 4 games. The other 2 games have been played by Gary Hooper, who is also unbelievable. I keep swapping Hooper and Graham round. They're both quality strikers. They are just both unbelievable. But yeah, I paid 700 coins for Graham. He doesn't look like a very good player, but he's really underrated. I mean, he feels a lot quicker than 79, maybe like 81, 82 pace. And his shots are unbelievable. He scored a couple of decent goals, a header as well. Yeah, so he's good. He's good for the money. He's worth it. Now, finally, going on to possibly favourite player in this team for me. He has been unbelievable this entire time I've used him. It's the big boy, Andy Carroll. This guy is superb. I never used Carroll before on this game, but look at that, 9 goals in 6 games. He's been brilliant. He's 1,600 coins, completely worth it. 191 centimetres, with that 86 heading, and balls coming in from Etherington and Dyer. It is superb. I mean, he's not very quick, but his shots are good considering they're only 74. He scored a couple of decent goals. Majority of his goals have been from headers, from corners and crosses. But that's what he's there for. He's there to smash him in with his head, and Graham's there just to blast him in. And so's Hooper, who is a very good player, to be honest. I've wanted to use his uniform for a while. But yeah, so that is the team, guys. It's a cheap team. It only cost me around 12, 13k. It's made that back already. It's got me promoted back into Division 2, and it's got me through half of the Gold Cup. That's when I got relegated. I've beaten a Premier League team that must have cost around 200k with all the great players like Balotelli and all them. And I've beaten a couple of strong Spanish league teams as well. So this team, guys, it's cheap and effective. Just if you want to go out and buy it and give it a go, it's worth it. If it doesn't work for you, then it's not like you've wasted a load of money. You just sell them off. You'll sell them off for about the same price, if not more. But yeah, guys, so this has been the English Gold Squad. I have been Tankbuster96, and this has been FIFA 13 Ultimate Team. Please like, subscribe, and peace. And I might have another video out for you tonight, if not tomorrow morning. Cheers, guys. Peace.